Well, welcome back, everybody. Been a little while. Trapping's pretty well wound down. Today's the 21st of March. I did work, not last night, but the night before. So when I got home, I slept and I didn't watch the fur harvester's auction, but I seen the results and that's great for everybody. I see the marten sold really, really well and 100% went, and so that's awesome. So I figured I'd come up to the line today and just kind of relax. It's a beautiful day. Gonna be the nicest day of my days off, so I figured I'll come up and have some fun. But man, I struggled to get in here. The biggest issue is my trail is totally snow covered. So the minute you go off it, you're going down, right? And there's trees, so your options are limited. If it was wide open, you just power out and make a loop and get back on. But you all know that doesn't work when there's trees in the way. But we've got record amounts of snow here, like crazy amounts. I don't know how much is down. I would say, like even on the lake, there's 3 feet easy on the lake. But anyway, my goal is today I have a skimmer that's here. It's obviously buried in snow. And a burn barrel that I want to take to the other cabin. So it's like a 20-kilometer trip. So I got about, 14 kilometers or so to go. But there's some really kind of pain in the ass sections to go through. And I'm sure if it's anything like the section I just went through, it's going to be the same. So probably going to break the trail without the skimmer and the 55-gallon drum, and then come back and get it and repeat. Then get to the cabin, drop off a few things, maybe cut some wood, come back, and then there's a lake on the trap line there that has some nice walleye in it. So I brought my ice auger up here. I'm dropping it off in the other cabin. Here, I'll turn you around. So I dropped off my ice auger in the cabin. I don't need to take that there and take it back. And the skimmer is under there somewhere, so I'll take that out. And the burn barrel is up by the old skinning shack there and behind there, so I'll get that. And then I'll head across the lake. And this is all cross country, no trail. So the problem is, the trail's all blown in. You're almost better off to break a new trail unless you can see your old one, because it's just a pain. But we'll do that, and then it should be easier coming back and try and relax and enjoy myself. But anyway, I got to start shoveling. I'll come back when we get the skimmer out and just kind of take you along as we beat our way in. All right, gonna be a beautiful day. It's supposed to go up to -2. And through the magic of cameras and all that, go ahead. There, we got our 55-gallon drum. And I'll close up the old cabin here. I just dropped off my ice auger just for the way back. Picked up some other things. And all right, we're gonna head up that way, up over that hill and across. I figured I'll put on the Insta360 camera and probably record me going off the trail and almost getting buried and all that fun stuff, but I'm sure people like seeing that. So we'll rock that for a little bit and see if we can get some footage of us breaking trail. This is the worst section probably right here. It's the longest. So if I can stay on the old trail, I'll have a fighting chance. If not, then might have to unhook and beat a new trail and come back and get the skimmer. But I'm gonna leave it on and just hammer down. Part of the fun of it, I guess. All right, let's do it. So there you go. That's why you have a Scandic right there. Hit that stump and over she went. Well, this is nothing. I'll have this straightened out in no time. But you can see if you fall off the trail, it just sucks the machine down. Like 3 feet, I would say. There's probably 3 feet more under that. And yeah, like, you keep going. I tried to get back up on the trail. It didn't really want to. So instead of stopping, I just made another loop and was gonna loop around. And I tried to stay on the trail there, pulled off. So, but yeah, them stumps would be killers, A-arm killers. But I'm not claimed to be a Blair Morgan super snowmobile rider or whatever. I just do the best I can, and that's why I have this machine, because it's a little more forgiving, I guess, for stuff like that. Maybe harder to ride a little bit, but now I'll get out of this in no time and keep on. There's not much weight to what I got there, but it's probably not helping any. But all good. We'll get out of this in a couple minutes. I'll just tamp down the other side and away we'll go. All right, let's get this out of here and get to our destination so we can have a beer. All right, maybe we'll have a beer halfway. Well, we made her back to the first cabin. A lot easier coming back with no skimmer and a trail kind of broken, but still kind of a pain in the butt. Anyway, we're gonna pick up the ice auger and head to a walleye lake, and we're gonna have a little fish and see if we can't get a couple of walleye, maybe a few pike. I'm not gonna keep any, but I want to do a little fishing before the end of the season, which is the end of the month. So we'll go for a little fish and see what happens. All right. Anyway, we'll turn you back on when we get fishing, maybe. Well, I tell you, a lot of pine trees had to die to make this video. I'm gonna have to flag this out better in the summer. I had a good quad trail through here, but it's hard to tell because the trees are so sparse that you can't really there's a section in the middle that I kind of get lost on, you know, so obviously I know where I'm going, but just to find that one track through is a pain in the ass. I'll turn you around here. Like you can see there, I was on the trail, then I get sucked off the trail, then you got to put the fuel to her and get her turning the right way, because if not, you're going over that way. And then, well, then there's a tree in the way. Well, sorry tree, but you're gonna get it. And yeah, he's coming right down my skidoo trail. Look at him. We'll see how far he'll come. Snow's deep. He's not getting much slide. Not getting much slide. We got our first fish. Little pike. Little pike. We'll put him back, obviously. Good, he's lightly. Yep. There you go. He's only about 18 inches or so. Yep. There we go, another fish. Another pike, I think. Oh. Oh, that's a nice walleye. That's a real nice walleye. There we go. "21 inches. 21 inches. Nice walleye back down the hole. Yeah, them tracks there was a mink. It's hard to tell when it's so far away, but definitely a mink. Cool.